Ladies, and gentlemen, g'day, and welcome back to the channel. This is the new Blitz auction, or the Festive auction, whatever you want to call it, as Wargaming are calling it. Boy, oh boy, is this going to be an interesting auction to have. Now, if you recall, a few months ago, we had an auction that lasted round about the same time. I think it was like 32 days or something like that. And it had about 100 cars. Not 100 cars. 100 tanks. 100 tanks. Over 100 tanks that you were able to purchase. Mainly premium and collector tanks. And they've decided to reintroduce the auction, this time bringing about some tanks that were not sold in the previous auction. And as you can see, there's 3 tanks to choose from right now, as far as I can tell. I don't think anything is sold out, as far as I can see. I'm not sure how many tanks are available, but I do believe that there is more tanks available this time around for APAC than there is, and on NA than there was the first time the auction was around. Because if you remember, there was only 125 tanks available. So yeah, pretty crazy. Now the Caro 45T is currently 25,000 gold, and you guys know my pointers on this tank. It's a very nice tank indeed. Some people say it's cooked, aka broken. I personally don't believe it is broken. It does have great amounts of burst damage. That is obviously what it has going for it. The turret is very troll. It doesn't have any armor realistically on the hull. It's troll, but doesn't really have much armor on the hull in terms of thickness. But again, the strong point of this tank is, of course, the gun on this thing. It has 2700 DPM. It's got a 3.53 second intra-crip reload. Do keep in mind that this does have a reserve shell, so only shoot the reserve shell if you really have to, because if you shoot that 4th reserve shell, it's going to cost you big time, because the reload on that one shell is 22.5 seconds, 0.5 seconds, so it is quite a long time to reload one shell. So again, this has a 4-shot clip, with the last shot being a reserve shell. So again, the tank itself is great. Each shot does about 380 hit points of damage, which is quite nice for a medium tank at tier 10. 4.1 second aim time, 0.364 dispersion, 240 mils of AP pen, APCR is 360 on your HE. So it is a nice tank. It's got good mobility. It is very, very nice all round. And as such, it is a good tank to purchase, but I personally would wait until this tank is as cheap as possible. Now, I doubt this tank will be reduced in price by the time 7 hours comes around. I believe this tank will, in fact, be sold out, because it is quite a popular tank. Now, the K91, this is a very, very nice tank indeed. It's quite desirable. It's at 11,500. I believe this tank is worth around about the 10 to 9,000 gold mark. You will be able to get this tank at that price. I do believe you should be able to get it at whatever price it drops down to the next round. I don't think it's going to get sold out in this round. But again, it is quite a desirable tank. It is very nice indeed. Good amount of Terran armor on the front and on the sides. A nice amount of hull armor. Not amazing armor profile, but good enough to, counter a lot of the tanks that you'll come across at this tier. 2500 DPM, 17.26 second is your entire magazine reload. You have a 3.5 second intra-crip reload and 3 shells in your clip. You're doing 248 millimeters of AP pen, 310 on your heat, which means you can run this with calibrated shells or vents, depending on what you want, but I personally would run calibrated shells. So yeah, 50 on your HE. So again, it's quite nice. It's quite nice, the DPM on this thing, and the damage output. Now, you're doing 350 alpha per shot, 420 on your high explosive, 4.7 second is your aim time, and dispersion is 0.345 dispersion, as I was saying, and 70 gauge gun depression. This tank's very, very nice. It's an all-round nice heavy tank, good amount of DPM. Again, it's an auto loader, so you have it's quite desirable, to say the least. I personally would say wait for this thing to be cheaper. Don't just pounce on it and want to get this tank at its most expensive. It's not worth it at its most expensive price. So yeah, that would be my advice. Now, the elephants. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Literally, this is for 9,500 gold. This is a T8 what do you call it? Tank destroyer. Essentially what this is it's meant to be historically accurate, with obviously the elephant being the Ferdinand, or the Porsche Ferdinand. This is based on the Tiger P chassis with a superstructure on the front. So that the superstructure has 200 mils on the front of it, and of course on the hull itself is 200 mils. But again, it's at 90-degree angle. And because it is at a flat 90 degrees of angle, it is ineffective in stopping a lot of shells that have enough pen to pen you. So do keep that in mind. But again, it is quite nice. I believe it's got 3,000 DPM. Yeah, there you go. It's got 3,000 DPM, 7-second reload, 350 alpha, 248 mils of AP pen, 283 on your APCR, and 60 on your HE. You have a nice amount of gun depression, so 7 degrees gun depression, not bad at all. It is a 105mm gun, so do keep that in mind. Again, this tank, very similar to the Ferdinand, basically the same playstyle. The only difference is that you're running this with the 105mm gun and not the 128. So yeah, it is nice. It's quite rare, actually. I believe this is one of the first times they ever actually sell it outright. So yeah, but for 9,500 gold, it's not worth it any way, shape, or form. I would highly recommend you just wait for this tank to be cheaper. That would be my advice, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that is the first 3 tanks. I believe it's going to be in lots of 3. So expect to see a T10, another T9, and another T8 in the next round tomorrow. So yeah, keep that in mind. We're going to see what happens indeed. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this video. Look after yourselves. Look after your friends and family. Peace in the Middle East and everywhere else in this beautiful world. And as always, I will catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.